Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Team Alfie Web Services TV. I'm your host, Alfie, and today we have a fascinating story to share with you. It's titled, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into this incredible journey. Story begins with a question from a primary school teacher that sparked a lifelong search for true identity. Imagine being asked if you're related to a classmate just because you share the same surname. That's what happened to Yvonne Nelson. This question led her to realize that she felt like an outsider in her family. Her mother, Margaret, had a business named Manovia, a combination of her and her other two children's names, but not Yvonne's. Yvonne's siblings, Enoch and Sylvia, had a different surname, Davies, which was the name of a well-known military officer in the country. Yvonne's mother confirmed that Eugene was her brother and shared negative stories about their father, Mr. Nelson. Yvonne's search for her identity was further complicated by the fact that she only had her mother to ask about her past, as her father was absent. In the second chapter of her life, Yvonne recounts her early education at prestigious private schools in Ghana, her love for music, and her friendship with a girl named Miranda Mold. She also delves deeper into her family history, revealing that her mother had tried to abort her when she was 6 months pregnant. The doctor refused to perform the procedure, and Yvonne was born in November 1985. Yvonne also discovered that her brother Eugene was born a year before her, leading her to question the character of their shared father. She felt further alienated when she learned that her father was absent from her naming ceremony. Despite the negative circumstances surrounding her birth and name, Yvonne identifies with the meaning of her name, which symbolizes resilience and uniqueness, traits she sees in herself. The third chapter of Yvonne's life is marked by her school life, which was also challenging. She struggles academically, particularly with mathematics, and feels like a failure after receiving poor results in her Basic Education Certificate Examination, BECE. She's forced to attend Aggie Memorial African Methodist Episcopal Zion Secondary School and study business accounting, a subject she hates. Despite these challenges, she finds solace in music and dance and wins a beauty pageant at her school. In the fourth chapter, Yvonne shares her experience growing up in Mr. Benke's house after her mother's divorce. She faced humiliation and disdain from Mr. Benke's family, who referred to her as Abanoma, meaning stepchild. Despite these challenges, she found solace in her friend, Karen Okatabuating, who encouraged her to participate in the Miss Ghana beauty pageant in 2005. Although she did not win, the author gained exposure and a desire to further on her education. The fifth chapter of Yvonne's life is marked by her breakthrough in the entertainment industry when she met movie producer Abdul Salam Mumuni. Despite initial struggles and hostility on set, she starred in her first movie, Princess Tyra, which was well received and marked the beginning of her successful career in the movie industry. Chapter 6 brings us to a turning point in Yvonne's life. She faced a crisis when she became pregnant. The father, a budding musician, was not ready for the responsibility and asked her to terminate the pregnancy. She attempted a self-administered abortion, which failed and led to severe health complications. She then had a medical abortion, which was successful, but left her with feelings of regret and shame. Years later, when she became pregnant again, she decided to keep the baby, feeling mature and financially stable enough to raise a child on her own. In the seventh chapter, Yvonne shares her journey to independence and success. She began her adult life by participating in the Miss Ghana contest, starting an acting career and attending university. Her first tangible asset was a rice cooker, which she bought during this period, and her first major purchase was a used Toyota Corolla, a significant status symbol at the time. Chapter 8 delves into Yvonne's experiences in the movie industry, particularly in Ghana and Nigeria. She describes how men have more power and control, and women are expected to be subservient. This mindset is also reflected in the movie industry, where women are often exploited. In the 9th chapter, Yvonne shares her experience working in Nigeria's Nollywood, which she says was a major source of income and fame for many Ghanaian actors. However, she chose not to relocate to Nigeria due to cultural shock and high expectations. She also mentions encountering sexual advances from both men and women in the industry. Chapter 10 is a candid exploration of Yvonne's experiences with fame, personal growth, and her motherhood, highlighting the complexities and challenges of living in the public eye. In the 11th chapter, Yvonne discovered that her biological father was Peter Ala Ajete, a prominent Ghanaian politician, 8 years after his death. Yvonne initially struggled with this revelation as her family showed little emotional support. However, she found comfort in her sister and nanny, who empathized with her situation. In the final chapter of her story, Yvonne shares her quest to discover her biological father. She underwent DNA tests with 2 potential families, the Ajetes and the Nelsons, but both tests, unfortunately, revealed that she was not related to them. The process was emotionally draining, and the negative results were a source of great distress for her. And that's the end of our story, guys. I'm not Yvonne Nelson, but this is a testament to her resilience and her desire for truth. Please note that this is just a summary of her book. I'd recommend that you get online, look for the book, and just buy copies and read the entire story. The summary might not say everything that you want to hear, but this is just a summary, like I said, and this is just to support her, to get the message out there and get other people to read the book. Thank you for joining us today on Team Halfway Web Services TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories. Until next time, stay inspired.